But no, it's the ones that are charting are what, Golden and Your Idol?
All of them.
Oh, all of them. Okay.
That's what I mean. Well, I'm like, this is such a dry year. This is what the pop songs are gonna be, I guess.
Which, in their defense, they are bangers. So
I did like that one Idol song.
Yeah.
Idol. Is that what it's called?
Your Idol.
Your Idol.
Yeah.
I thought that one was actually kind of good.
it's very much a banger. I have Golden and Your Idol on my July playlist.
See, I'm a Takedown girly, personally.
Takedown is a banger. I might add that to my August playlist.
Anyways, I've been recording, by the way. Sorry.
I'm fully crunching on chicks right now.
We're all literally talking with our mouths full. And I didn't record for some reason.
Yeah. Good call.
Well, I mean, I was about to.
Yeah.
I was about to say you have to add all of those.
I don't remember when I hit play, so we're talking about K-pop Demon Hunter. I haven't seen it, but they have, so we're just having a little.
I love Yuri.
Are they like in love, like the group?
Might as well be.
Oh, okay.
Like I came out of that not caring about the guys at all. I only care about Hundrix.
Or they're like the villains, right?
The guys. Yeah.
Are we like supposed to care about them, or are they like?
You're supposed to care about one of them, like the main guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other ones are just kind of there.
Got it. Okay.
Picked up off the streets kind of thing.
Like they literally don't have like names. Like their names are related to that. Like one, like it's like Abby because he shows off his abs.
Okay.
You have Baby who's like looks like a baby.
Romance.
And mystery. Like and then of course the leader actually has a name.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
How about that?
So, welcome back to the Vampy Wampy Campy Podcast. Should I restart?
She's the girl.
Welcome back to the Vampy Wampy Campy Podcast, where we vamp
And
you camp. So pitch your tent and get ready to listen.
Ready to listen. Sit a bar.
I'm Steff Vampy.
I'm Shay Wampy.
And I'm Sal Vampy.
Thank you for listening. Did we sound a little more low energy?
Just a little bit.
I think the bit we ended off on last episode like took everything out of us.
Yeah, we kind of. The last episode was a bit of a
doozy.
rebel rouser.
It wasn't a doozy.
It was
fine.
It was great.
It was a banger episode.
Banger episode.
We ended off on a great note, guys.
Yes.
Doozy/positive.
For those who don't know, we usually batch record episodes, like at least 2. At minimum, we do 2 in one session.
At maximum, what did we do that one time?
We did 3 in one session, but it was like over a full day though.
Yeah.
Like we did 2 in one day, and then we did another.
Yeah, this was over like
6
a
hours
weekend.
later after we went home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was over a weekend. Mm-hmm. That was the $20 bread situation, which we shall not speak of.
Which we always mention.
Which is why I said we shall not speak of it. Mm-hmm. That was also... Oh, man, I should have already had it pulled up. It would have been so funny if I could have just played it. That was also The Bite of 87.
The Bite of 87?
Yeah, I have it. Damn it, I should have pulled it up. Freaking heck. We're 3 minutes in. I can swear. I don't know
what
why.
the freaking heck?
What the freaking...
Freaking heck?
Fucking heck?
What the flippin' fuck?
Where is it? Okay, here it is.
Was that the Bite of 87?
There we go. That was the Bite of 87.
I'm adjusting. Sorry.
No worries.
Good stuff.
So, welcome back to the podcast. Today we are talking about Season 1, Episode 4.
Yeah, Season 1, Episode 4, The Hand That Rocks the Mabel.
Ooh, so...
in this episode, the twins are just watching TV, and they're introduced to this widow guy. Widow me. Named Lil Gideon. And he's coming through town doing, like, he's a psychic. That's his thing.
And he's like, actively campaigning as, like, saying that Grunkle Stan is a fraud, and that he's, like, a real psychic man of kid of mystery. Yeah. Can I just say, just right away, I love their southern accents. Yes. I love a good southern. I love a good southern character with some nice southern hospitality. Just real passive aggressive energy with that accent. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Where do you think they're from? So, like, okay, where does Gravity Falls?
It's in Oregon.
Oregon? Okay. Mm-hmm. Where do you think they're from? Like, do you think they're from, like, Appalachia? Like, the Appalachian area?
Maybe. I was thinking, like, Appalachia. Like, definitely, like, I don't know, like, the Virginias, like, Carolina area.
Yeah. Because
I was like that, or, like, Texas.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, the accent's very southern, but it's not really western. Not really southwestern. Imagine
Think you could give me a ride? Think you could give me a ride down to Central?
Imagine a Gideon from the Southwest.
Think you're all bad or what?
That's what he's going to sound like.
He's going to be like...
When Mabel breaks up with him, a la fucking verga! That one we can leave in.
Talking to Dipper when Dipper was doing the breakup. God. You think you're all bad or what?
That's so good. He has an upright with his sisters. You think you're all bad or what? Anyway, so let's continue with the plot synopsis.
Yes.
Where do we leave off? Anyways,
we're talking about their southern accents.
Yeah, he's kind of like a faux mind reader. That's kind of what we're on.
Yeah, like they go see a show. Dipper's like all skeptical. Mabel's like, whatever. And
she's like, just having fun with him.
Yeah, and Gideon just like gets this obsession with Mabel, and he starts pursuing her like romantically, and like she's not having it. She just wants a GBF.
Yeah. They do like makeovers, you know.
Because like Dipper and Zeus are like blowing up hot dogs in the microwave.
That was
one
a joke.
At a time.
That joke stuck with me all these years. I still remember that to this day. Because
One
at a
time.
And I just remember like the hot dog
popping.
Yeah, like the blowing up in the microwave. It's such a specific like kid thing that happens when you're like microwaving a hot dog.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me, but. I remember that. Like, I had to, like, set it at a specific thing on the timer, or else it just, like, it just explodes.
Yeah.
Gets
it just,
grease
like,
everywhere.
Yeah.
So the idea that they just, like, do that for fun. Yeah. Very novel to me.
Yes. But, yeah, and then Mabel, like, basically struggles the whole episode with telling Gideon no, that she doesn't want to date him.
Mm-hmm.
And so Dipper ends up stepping in, like, like, okay, I gotta help out my sister. And Gideon takes it so bad.
Yeah. Well, to a certain degree, it's kind of rough.
Yeah.
Well, I understand because like if Gideon is like intimidating enough to where Mabel doesn't feel comfortable like being honest with him, it makes sense that like get somebody else in there to help you. And I appreciate it's so sweet their dynamic that Dipper was like, well, I'll do it for you, like not even like they're just
like checking up on her when she was in Sweater Town.
Yeah, they're just so close and it's adorable.
Yeah.
I love seeing such a nice little sibling bond.
And you can really see that like Gideon was basically like almost like pressuring her with these like grand gestures to like keep like kind of bullying her into this relationship with him.
Yeah.
And then even Grunkle Stan was getting in on it because at first he was skeptical of Gideon.
And he hated Gideon.
Yeah, because artists see con artists.
Yeah.
And he went to go, I don't know, fight Gideon and the dad.
So, yeah. And he got lured in with their southern hospitality.
Yeah, and the clown painting.
Oh, love the clown painting.
This
is beautiful.
So good.
Yeah. And so he gets lured in and starts kind of
encouraging Mabel.
Yeah, because he sees dollar signs, riches with partnering with them. So he's like, you need to get married. Child marriage. Arranged marriage.
Yes. Yeah.
Arranged marriage. Yeah.
Just making sure I have the soundboard ready to go.
But yeah, so that's what that episode revolves around.
Yeah.
With Gideon just kind of enamoring all the NPCs around them.
Yeah.
This is kind of like an important Key and Carlisle would call it like a keystone episode.
Yeah, because there's
kind of
reveals.
To the lore. We'll get to it at the end. We'll talk about the big reveal. But like Gideon is like a recurring character, right?
Yeah,
he's like a new like foe.
Yeah, he's like a recurring like villain throughout the
entire show, or at least the beginning.
Especially season 1. After like in season 2, like I don't know how to put it other than he gets nerfed a little bit.
Got it.
But he does come back in season 2.
Because we're talking about Gideon. I'm wondering when does Bill come in? If you don't mind me asking.
The end of season 1.
Oh right, you told me this already on the podcast. Right, okay. That makes sense.
Help you, like, figure out the timeline in your head. Because you were asking me about Gideon's relationship with Bill.
Yes, I was like... I didn't want you to answer the question, but, like, another one of my theory moments...
Yes.
As I'm watching the show is, like...
The show
is Gideon working with Bill or for Bill? Mm-hmm. I don't know, because... I shouldn't even mention Bill because he's not... We don't
know him
but
yet.
All I do know from like very little I've seen of the end of season 1 is that like there's a scene with them together.
Yes.
That's why I asked that question because I know that they have a scene together.
Yeah.
So I just assumed since Gideon is a villain character and I know Bill is like the big bad.
The big bad.
I was like, well, are they working together then? Especially because of some of the later reveals that we get. Do you have the parts of the book tabbed? We don't have to get into the book now, but I was just wondering.
There's not much from like the original author side of the book. Granted, because Gideon is a child, so the author would not have known about Gideon.
Yeah.
There is like a little bit just like from Dipper that I would just need to read through, not read through, but like maybe skim. It's pretty, just one page.
Okay, yeah.
It's just him
talking about Gideon.
Yeah.
Like adding Gideon in like into the book.
Yes, into the book. Because like as stated, Dipper found this kind of unfinished and then just kind of picked up. He's like with his adventures.
So like all the supernatural things they run into.
Yeah.
And Gideon is one of them because he actually kind of isn't a phony. I mean, they think he's a phony at the end, but I think
he had a what is it, bolo?
Yeah, bolo tie.
Bolo tie that gave him telekinetic powers.
Yeah, telekinetic powers. That's what's giving me Texas vibes a little bit. Is the bolo tie.
Yeah. And then he has like a little American
flag pin. Very Texas.
Yeah. Very patriotic. Patriotic.
Like it was very Nixon of you.
Patriotic. No. Never compared me to that Nixon.
I was saying it was a good making fun of Nixon voice.
Thank
that moment when you live long enough to see yourself become Nixon.
No.
Replace the villain with Nixon.
I mean, he was a villain in his own right.
Yeah.
So.
Like Nixon and Reagan were like, which was it Nixon or was it Reagan whose favorite food was like cottage cheese and ketchup?
It's giving Nixon.
Okay, you know what? I'm looking it up. Cottage cheese and ketchup. What do you mean we're having trouble finding it?
It's like, what are you saying to me?
What?
What do you mean you're having trouble?
It was Nixon.
It was okay.
Yeah. You see yourself become Nixon. No! I like how I read that. I read that on r/depression meals. It was the first thing that came up after the whole AI thing, you know. It was r/depression meals. And it was like, yep. His favorite meal.
Favorite meal.
Disgusting.
Gross. That must be a texture nightmare.
Definitely better with sriracha or some kind of hot sauce, but ketchup will work if you don't have any.
What?
It's so salty.
I hate cottage cheese as a concept.
The curds.
The curds.
I could only ever use it I can only ever eat it like baked in something.
Yeah.
Because when I was young and poor, all I could afford, we didn't have ricotta, but I wanted to make like lasagna, and the food bank would give us like just gallons of cottage cheese. And I'm like, I fucking hate this shit. I don't what am I gonna do with cottage cheese? And so I put it in lasagna and you can't notice it. So it's like you have to like pretend it doesn't exist.
I just do that in my day-to-day life.
Yeah.
And then I'm reminded that it is a thing that you can buy, and I'm like,
yeah, like my grandma used to like it with honey, and I'm like, it's so fucking salty. It's so salty. Like how how do people eat it with like fruit and stuff?
Yeah, I don't think I've actually had like cottage cheese
like
before.
actually ever just like ate a spoon of it.
Yeah. I've always saw the texture and I've been like, nope. No.
I used to, not me personally, but my mom and I think my older brother used to eat cottage cheese with grapes.
I've seen that. I'm like, I don't get it with fruit. It's so salty. Man.
Yeah, and like now they'll sell like the little cottage cheese with like the fruit puree.
I've seen those, and I'm just like,
I was like, ugh.
That seems like a Gideon food.
Yeah.
Like cottage cheese and strawberries.
Yeah.
Like he's one of them.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Tries to feed it to Mabel.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Wait, this is how I feel about cottage cheese.
I thought it was gonna be ew!
What the fuck?
I don't have it on here.
Oh. You know, it's for the best. Half of them are canceled, like as previously stated.
That meme is 50% canceled.
Yes.
I only have like 4 things on the soundboard. I'm just gonna
50% canceled would be a great podcast.
That's what they should have rebranded the TMG podcast.
Yeah.
50% canceled. Or like Tana Mojo if she gets like someone on like not like canceled.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I can't think of an unproblematic creator who would work with Tana Mojo.
I know.
It's like
Anyways, the episode.
Sorry, this is clearly. I was gonna say this is a late at night episode, but it's actually not that late. We're just like old people now.
Yeah.
We were recording episodes at 3 a.m. back in the day.
That was one of the movie episodes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we were just like not even tired.
We were exhausted. Remember?
Right. I'm just like rewriting history.
False memory.
False memory.
Yeah, no, we were going through. That's why that episode is like that.
Yeah. That's why it's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
This one's gonna be like 5 hours long.
Yeah.
Okay, so things we liked about the episode.
You see a return, like a strong, like, okay, so compared to the humor of the last episode, Headhunters, of course, all in all, the entire series is very millennial, but this one's really swings back into the millennial humor.
Yes, the loophole.
Yeah,
the
loophole.
The cash register ding.
Yeah, like Mabel's, like, sound effects.
Yes.
Womp womp.
Yeah, it feels very millennial. Like the, like you said, the cash register one where it's like a sound effect, like that's, you know,
off screen.
Non-diegetic?
Word?
That's the right
Because
word?
diegetic means it's happening in so
the
normally
word.
a sound effect. A word.
Word.
Like your funny words,
Magic Man.
Wait.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys. I want to rewatch Clone High.
Yes, you need to make me and Z sit down and watch it.
And for some reason, Clone High reminded me, Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt is back.
Oh, yeah.
I need to force you to watch this. It's like, okay, the original part 1 is like very of its time, leaning into offensive-ish.
When was it?
I don't know, it's like, I don't know, 2000s, 2010.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Sorry, you've been waiting to play this for so long.
I just barely found it.
Oh.
Okay.
How's it hanging, bro?
How's it hanging, bro?
So that's how we sound going, word.
Word.
But,
How do you do, fellow kids?
What was I saying?
Skibbity Riz.
That's why I said Scooby-Doo toilet.
Yeah.
The last episode.
Scooby-Doo toilet.
So I said skibbity bop.
That's a Game Grumps reference. That's what they said on Game Grumps. He's like, I don't know, I'm all old. I don't know, Scooby-Doo toilet.
Scooby-Doo toilet.
That's literally us.
Yeah.
What were we saying?
Good millennial humor.
Millennial humor, yes.
So there's
Non-diegetic.
a non-diegetic sound effect that's supposed to happen, but it's actually like they pan down and it's like actually happening in
Yes.
and he's like hitting on a cash register. So like very millennial joke.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for that just happened.
Literally.
Yeah.
I know it'll happen eventually. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there, for
Because
sure.
this is like full-on Avengers era.
Yeah.
Which we
Oh,
said
yeah.
in a previous episode. I know we talked about the Avengers.
Yeah.
Like Tony Stark humor.
Yeah. Like, the Avengers came out and then things happened to comedy.
And I would argue it's like very Joss Whedon like influenced, you know? Yeah, I think the jokes. I wonder if this episode was like written earlier. I wonder what the production codes
Let me
versus-
see.
The production order versus the broadcast order was. Because I could believe that like.
Yeah, because I know a lot of them were just made out of in a different order and just kind of put.
Yeah, and it's also I could also believe that like they just get like different writers in,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and like some of them lean more into like the topical humor, or not topical, but like maybe like the Wax Figures episode was like less on the millennial humor because it had a lot more like references to rely on with all of the Wax Figure jokes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
the first episode, like, made, like, kind of, I guess, produced, was actually Legend of the Gobblewonker. And then it was Headhunters.
Oh, okay.
And then it was The Inconveniencing.
Okay.
And then it was Hand That Rocks the Mabel, and then it was Tourist Trap, the pilot.
Yeah. Maybe they just had, if you really wanted to get into the weeds of it, which you don't have to. They're adding little Backyardigans.
They found the pilot!
They found the Backyardigans pilot?
Yes, it was being gatekept by the Backyardigans wiki admins.
Oh my gosh, the freaking tea.
Sorry.
Piping hot over here.
Sorry, that was a big thing on, like, Lost Media.
No, yeah, I heard about it. I accidentally got, like, kind of into r/Lost Media because I posted about the My Babysitter is a Vampire uncensored movie.
Oh, yeah.
And we found it.
Nice.
Link in the description? I don't know.
Yeah. If you're interested in that, I guess.
It's insane.
Yes.
I gotta add uncensored moments to the soundboard, like the virgins always taste the best.
Yeah.
Listen, Jesse just has...
He just has some crazy lines.
Here, I'll pull one up right now.
I know exactly which one you're pulling. I'm so excited.
Drained him dry.
Not to go into a side note about Mabel.
No, yeah.
But
I love it.
I love the what the fuck is his name? JD from Heathers of it all.
A Christian Slater?
Yes.
Yes, the Christian Slater energy that just emanates off of Jesse.
Yeah.
You could tell that actor, Joel Dinocal.
He really like tried to.
He like marathoned every Christian Slater film.
Yes.
From the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, and then went into that set.
It's totally wanting to embody him.
Yeah, it's honestly so good.
It's so good.
I know we talked about it in our movie episode. We kind of mentioned it. It's because Christian Slater just has that very specific way that he talked in those movies, specifically like Heathers, where he's like greetings and salutations, like just like kind of nerdy almost.
Yeah.
Gotta love Heathers. I love the message, and also you could see how there's inspiration from it because the message was like, sometimes your shitty boyfriend is gonna blow himself up, and it's not your job to fix him or change him. Like he's gonna blow himself up. Spoilers.
That's called emotional manipulation.
And
emotional blackmail.
And it's the same thing in Macbeth. Yeah. You know, with Sarah and Jesse. Jesse's like,
it's
the same thing in
Greary Falls.
Yeah, let's go full circles, baby, guys. We did it, Joe. I was like half referencing Keke Palmer when she was we did it, Joe.
I love Keke Palmer. Anyways, back to the episode before we lose focus.
Yes. What did you call it? Emotional
blackmail.
Blackmail.
And or emotional manipulation.
See, this has me having questions about Gideon.
Yeah.
I could talk about Mabel for I could talk about Mabel for hours, so I'll just cut it off there.
Yes.
But for Gideon, I have some questions about Gideon.
Yes.
So can he actually control people's minds? Because we kind of see like hints of it, but they never. It's very subtle. With the waiter and with all the people surrounding him.
So what it is from this episode?
Is it the bolo tie?
When the bolo tie gives him the telekinetic powers. However, what it is making fun of those like TV mediums and psychics.
Yes. I knew that.
And a lot of it, I forget what it's called when they kind of read the environment, read your body language.
Yeah, and that's in the actual performance.
Yes. Yeah.
Gideon is
empath.
Gideon is a Shane Dawson empath.
Yeah. Exactly. Actually.
Exactly.
But that's from the actual performance where he's like, I'm gonna guess your name is Mabel, and she's like, wow, but her shirt literally says Mabel
or
on
like
it.
I think that you've been here before, and he has all the merch.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in the date scene where they go on their first date.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
like that is I think more just from his status, money, and power.
Yeah.
Because he's because you can see he's a very successful like traveling psychic.
Yeah.
So he has like that kind of fame and prestige that comes with it.
Yeah.
And so that of course influences people to want to try and buddy with him.
Because I
and that kind of and that power imbalance is like quite intimidating for people. So he can use that to get people like that waiter to just kind of obey his will.
Yeah, and then like with the bird and everything too, I was kind of like, is he like actually doing? So that was a good like little mystery element where you like you know something's off with him because Dipper and everyone's like, oh, he's a fake. So you immediately they're like, yeah, he's a fake, no different than Stan, right?
Yeah.
But then
there's like little things where it's like, wait,
maybe something is different, and then that's the reveal of that is the telekinesis.
Yes.
With the bolo tie.
The bolo tie.
And then
the bolo tie.
Mabel smashes it.
Yes. Because Toby Determined calls up Dipper, kind of offering him to like interview him for like mysteries and stuff.
Nice little serialized moment because he's like, hey, you know,
sorry for accusing you of murder last week.
And he's like,
no big deal.
Water under the bridge.
Bygones be bygones.
Yeah, I think that's what he says.
Yeah, and in reality, it's Gideon kind of giving Toby Determined Chandra Jimenez's number.
Chandra Jimenez's phone number.
Yeah, to like call Dipper and paying him off, telling him to go to this warehouse where Gideon keeps his merch.
Pretty good. Honestly, it's a pretty good little quick little moment that I like a lot. And again,
because Gideon at this point, because Dipper was the one to kind of try to break up. Yeah. Gideon took it as Dipper getting in between him and Mabel.
And he's like still deluded to think that like Mabel still likes him.
Yeah, so he plans on fully just killing Dipper.
Yeah. just slice his throat open with some scissors.
Take him out back.
Yeah.
You know,
which like
old Yeller style.
Crazy.
If
that did happen. Yeah. Like, as in, like, he actually killed someone.
I know.
And a 12-year-old went missing.
Yeah. And it was, like an 11-year-old who killed him.
Yeah, but, like, would anyone actually believe Gideon? I mean, like, would anyone think it was Gideon?
No.
Like, let's say Mabel was like, hey, I sent my brother went to go confront him. Although, no, because as far as everyone's aware, he went to go visit...
Toby Determined for an interview.
Toby Determined is actually getting locked up for murder this time.
Yeah.
This time it's up Dipper. You're gonna accuse me of being a murderer? Well, I guess I will be. Anyways, this is my Gravity Falls fanfic.
Cover this, Chandra Jimenez.
Does he say that later?
No.
Cover this, Chandra Jimenez.
Yeah.
That was kind of Mickey. I don't know. Cover this, Chandra Jimenez. Sorry for my Mickey impression. Ignore it. But yeah, in the end, Mabel comes through because Mabel's like.
Mabel comes through.
Yeah, Mabel comes through. She like.
I love that scene.
It's so good.
Yeah, like she's like kind of talking to herself. She like tries to consult Wendy about breakups and stuff, and Wendy kind of goes off on her own tangent while Mabel like talks herself up and decides she's gonna go find. I almost said Bipper. Dipper. Yeah. And yeah, she actually like saves him.
Yeah.
Very cool because like I feel like especially if you're a child, you might think that like she's being serious when she's like, hey, we can just go back to being friends, like no big deal. Mm-hmm. And he's like, really? She's like, no, I saw you holding up a pair of scissors to my brother's neck. The fuck, I'm gonna be friends with you.
You tried to fight my brother.
Yeah.
And then
like they literally like were falling down a cliff.
They were punching each other in the face. Child violence. He like knocked him through it. That was insane. He just like pushed him through a window down a cliff.
Yeah, because Mabel had tossed him the bolo.
Yes.
And Gideon just like.
Just like 5 Nights at Freddy's jump scare.
Yeah.
5 Nights at Freddy's.
There we go. Trying to use the soundboard, people.
Yeah.
5 Nights at Freddy's mentioned.
Yeah.
5 Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, so they're like fully like plunging off of this cliff.
And Mabel saves them with the telekinesis holding the bolo tie
and then she smashes it.
And then we get the big reveal at the end.
The big reveal. And that is that they think Gideon is now powerless without his bolo tie. Mm-hmm. However, it is revealed that he has journal number 2.
Because Dipper has the journal number 3, and so we learned that there is more. I mean, the fact that there was a number 3 on it in the first place implies that like it's number 3 of multiple. Yes. But
we see that a character has one of these other ones that it actually will matter.
So Very cool. I'm very curious because I actually never learned. I knew about this reveal already. I remembered it.
Yeah.
Because I saw it back when it was airing. But like, I still have no idea what that means. Like, what the purpose of? Is there 4 of them? I don't know. Like,
how many of these things are there?
And like, what are they? What is the meaning of there being multiple?
Yeah.
Like, or like, is journal numbers 1 and 2 full, and journal number 3 is the last one, and like half filled? I don't know. I'm glad that I got all these mysteries in my head.
Things to ponder as we continue on with the series.
Yeah. Ooh, I have a transition.
Yes.
Speaking of the mouse, which we talked about earlier. Can we talk about cable television for a second?
Yes.
Please! Because we had kind of brought it up during your review section, and we were like, gotta shut up and let you actually
review
and give your final thoughts.
It's okay, guys.
So we have some thoughts on cable television at the time, because we were talking about how you said that you hadn't seen like the Wax episode.
Yeah, I didn't remember it very much because I was not really on Disney Channel at the time, and like of course we mentioned in a previous episode that like if you missed an episode on cable TV as it was airing, you would just never see it until like a year later on the reruns.
Mm-hmm. And even then, like the reruns were sometimes on a different channel.
Yeah. In the case of Disney,
in the case of Disney, because they had so much like hot content.
High content.
Some fresh new IP.
Yeah.
Intellectual properties.
I love that album. Well, yes.
But they had so much, new stuff coming out that they didn't really have space for reruns. Now all they do is play reruns. Like if you go on there, it's just like 10 hours of Big City Greens. Yeah. And then like 5 hours of Miraculous Ladybug. Yeah.
And like because at the time they were still pumping out so many new shows and movies that they were able to fill their slate on Disney Channel, and so just the general and like you were mentioning, the general like thing, like even though it was pretty split, it still leaned more towards the girlies.
The girlies.
And so they introduced like Disney XD, and with Gravity Falls, it was interesting because it started on Disney, and then eventually switched to Disney XD. So a lot of people just maybe didn't straight up finish the show because they didn't have Disney XD.
Yeah, because Disney XD came on separate cable packages, which this is like channel. Yeah, this is insane. So Disney Channel itself started
out as a premium channel.
in the early 80s. It was launched as like
an extra.
Pay for extra. I don't know what they're called because they're not pay per view.
Yeah.
What is HBO called? It's just a premium cable.
Yeah,
network.
just like a premium. Yeah.
So Disney Channel was like that, but then in '97 they switched to a free with most cable packages. That's most. So like the basic cable package you would get would not come with Disney Channel. I think it would come with Nickelodeon. You don't know that?
I think.
But just Nickelodeon, it wouldn't come with, because Nickelodeon has also 3 other channels. It had like Toon Nick, Teen Nick.
Yeah, like back in the day.
Yeah,
back in the day, was it Noggin?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and then they had the baby channel.
Yeah, there was like Noggin and Disney, not Disney, Nick Jr.
Nick Jr. Yes, there we go. So
and then things like Cartoon Network and like Boomerang.
Yeah.
So it makes complete.
Boomerang, my beloved.
R.I.P. Boomerang.
We love you, Boomerang. We miss you every day.
Fly high, soldier. Fly high, angel. So, because that also just got like absorbed, right?
Yeah.
I think it might actually exist because I was at a bar the other day.
And they had cable there?
Yeah, they had a TV playing Boomerang.
Yeah.
The channel.
Yeah, wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went to a bar recently, but it was a sports bar because I wanted to watch the NHL game.
You can cut this out, but I also went to a bar recently.
That was the one that I went to.
Really? Oh my gosh. Z and I went.
Oh, cool.
It was very slow. We went on a Sunday.
Yeah, I went on like a Saturday or something at like 4 p.m. because I wanted to watch the hockey game because it was during the NHL Stanley Cup.
Hockey.
The Oilers lost. I'm pissed.
Aww.
Again?
Bullshit.
Fucking bullshit. Anyways, I won't talk about hockey because no one cares.
Okay.
It was the Oilers and Panthers again.
I remember your reaction to it. I remember your reaction to it in the DCOM video. You caught your reaction.
Yes, because it was before the Stanley Cup, and that caught my reaction to the Oilers like getting a point against the Dallas Stars, and I was like, oh my god, holy shit! And then like that part was fully edited, and then like I had to go back in the final edit when like I did the final timeline to be like the Panthers ended up winning.
Yeah.
But anyways, like kids these days don't know the struggle of your favorite shows being on a channel you don't have.
Yeah. Because
well, I mean, I guess an equivalent would be like a show everyone's talking about being on a streaming service you don't have.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
They don't know my experiences.
Yes, like you had so many channels at your fingertips, even at like on the most basic cable packages.
Are we like gonna get cable again?
Yes.
Well, okay. Here's the problem with cable though: the extremely predatory contracts. That was what people really got.
Yeah.
But anyways, you were saying.
They don't know my experience of having like 30 seconds to run into the kitchen, run back before the show starts again, or else you miss it all.
Yeah. Because if you didn't have a DVR or TiVo or whatever, no
if you didn't have
rewinding,
DirecTV,
no pausing.
Yeah, you can.
Dude, I don't think I'd be able to survive without being able to pause my show now. I can't imagine like not being able to pause it.
Yeah.
Like holy shit.
Like.
I just have to sit there and watch it.
It's like the ad starts and you had like 2 minutes max to make your Kraft mac and cheese at the microwave.
Yeah, go get another orange juice.
Yeah.
A juice box from the fridge.
Yeah, the Capri Sun.
Get a Capri Sun and just like slam that thing.
I know part of me is like I can't imagine how like I was like so like timely. Like if I watched like all of Wizards of Waverly Place and I'm like, you're telling me from the years 2007 to like 2011, I at 8/7 Central every Thursday sat down on the couch.
What does
and watched
that
it.
mean? I'm 5 years old.
Yeah, like I figured out how to watch it even without even understanding what 8/7 Central means.
Yeah, you're
like,
telling me I sat down every single day on Nickelodeon to watch every episode of SpongeBob that
Literally.
came out.
Like as
on time.
Like I could never do that.
I
now.
could never.
It's like you tell me like I was sat to watch episodes of Gravity Falls as they aired, or like I was
and like actually watch the full thing, not get like pulled away to go do something else or whatever. That happened to me with the Wizards of Waverly Place finale. I never finished it for that exact reason. So when I went back and rewatched the show, I was like, "Holy shit, this is how it ends!" Because it was a 2-part finale. I only watched part 1.
I remember watching the finale and it being all the talk on the playground the next day at school.
I just I literally
like kids these days don't have that because streaming has first of all because of the way streaming has ruined how shows are aired.
Yeah, like water cooler discussions are like completely gone. Like,
yeah,
the
like
idea of like word of mouth.
Yeah, like
it's
like for a show like. You'd have something to talk about every week.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, now they all like batch release them into just one sitting to binge watch it.
People only talk about it for like half a day. And
Some shows will still do week by week releases. I typically notice this in a lot of like anime or like like the most recent example is The Last of Us. The season both of those seasons were a week by week release.
Well, and I've noticed that HBO has always consistently done that because they still air their stuff on the actual HBO channel. Yeah. They just happen to also release it on their streaming service at the same time.
But things like Netflix or Hulu, like Netflix sometimes like
I know they've recently started.
They've started doing thing where they release things in like little batches.
Then they'll like split the season in like 3 parts or like 2 parts.
Yeah, like with Arcane, the final season of Arcane, there was 9 episodes in total, and there was 3 different drops, 3 episodes each. Yeah. But still, that's
even with like Stranger Things, they did that. They split it in half, but like. And then another thing, if we're just gonna complain about modern television while we're here talking about a show from 13 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm just Thanos snapping. That's how.
My bones.
That just happens. When each episode ends, we just like turn into a pile of dust.
Yeah.
And then we sit there in a pile of dust until we start recording again, and then we go and just like become primordial again.
Yeah.
Anyways, like the inconsistency in lengths of episodes and when they come out is like extremely frustrating. I realized that when I mentioned Stranger Things, I was like, why the fuck was that finale like 2.5 hours long?
Literally. Things used to be either like 22 minutes or 44 minutes.
Yeah, because they had to fit in the hour for the 30-minute or the hour-long time slot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are episode lengths extremely inconsistent now? That episode is extremely dragged out and bloated as a finale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For no reason. For literally no reason.
Like, on the one hand...
No offense to the Stranger Things fans.
Don't come for me.
There's a certain thing that, like, yes, like, streaming and or online platforms have opened... the doors for a lot of indie creators. I'm speaking like as like an animator. Yeah. Especially with indie animation. One, to just like get out projects of any length at all and like get traction from that. But at the same time, when it comes to these like big studio produced things, it's completely destroyed how they like what they make and stuff.
I would argue that most shows don't get a full chance to like actually thrive because they cut them off so soon.
Yeah, like seasons are like 6 episodes,
and they only make 2 seasons, and that's canceled.
And then because studios used to batch order series and like, okay, you're gonna make like 24 episodes. Mm-hmm. We want 24 episodes of this show. This will be this season, and they don't do that anymore. They writers and whatever will try to fit their entire story into like 6 episodes, which just makes for like generally like worse quality because they don't know if their show is going to be axed by the end.
And also on top of this, like the reason why these shows are like ending so soon is because like they're not giving enough. They're for some reason the cost to make an episode of television has just ballooned to something so expensive.
Yeah.
Like television specifically used to be the cheapest way to make like a story.
Yeah.
Which is why it was so popular at the time and why it became so popular because it was dirt cheap to make and the residuals were just insane because you would air all these ads, sometimes even laced into the episodes.
Product placements and
those cigarette ads and the Beverly Hillbillies I'll never forget, you know.
Or like
and the Kellogg ads. So
Disney Channel having like this kind of like synergy where they would promote their own products in the ad breaks. They wouldn't accept third parties. They just promote their own stuff, which would attract people to their other stuff.
Yeah, it was just like a full-on Disney synergy like extravaganza. Yeah. But like I think the problem of like the reason why they're making so little episodes and why they're only ordering like 6 episodes for a season is because each episode costs so much money to make. Yeah. And I think the reason why they cost so much money to make is because they're unwilling to hire to try and save costs, hire enough writers and people to work on the show, which just causes it to be more expensive at the end of the day. It's like, y'all knew how to do this.
Yes.
You figured out a perfect system that's like clean and
open
dry.
the schools.
And then you just messed it all. You just like, you like essentially like threw it all out the window and then forgot how to do it.
Yeah.
You fucked it all up, Disney.
You fucked it, Disney. And it's all Netflix's fault, actually.
Yeah, it's
Netflix is the main thing to blame.
Yeah.
Because their model was never profitable, right? And it still isn't.
Yeah. And they're trying to make it, which makes everything worse.
Yeah. It's just completely screwed over
it's a whole dumpster fire.
The user experience. It's just completely messed it up.
It's like we've lost the art of being interrupted while watching a show and then just never knowing how that episode ends.
Yeah, exactly.
And how episodes are structured now is just so funky.
So awful.
Like imagine if this episode ended, like it kind of ends on like a little bit of a cliffhanger with like, oh, he has the book, and then we're not going to see him at all in the next episode. No. In the next few episodes, right? We're not going to hear about Gideon again.
Yeah.
But it's like...
It's just like a thing where it's like, that's the way Gravity Falls is built, is it's just like a bunch of things are like thrown at you and they're like, put a pin in that.
Yeah, delayed gratification, which is a great thing to teach children when it comes to mysteries.
Yes.
But specifically, like imagine if the episode ended with like some crazy cliffhanger, like the moment where
the entire cast explodes.
Like imagine if the episode...
I know that's not a good example, but like...
like imagine if the episode ended with Gideon pushing Dipper out the window, and then it was like cut to credits.
Yeah.
And you had to watch the next episode to see what happened, and all it was that Mabel just stopped it from happening, right?
Yeah.
It's like, that is how streaming shows are like structured now, because they just want you to binge the entire thing and just go to the next episode immediately and figure out what happened. Versus, I feel like this style of pacing for the show, where you have a conclusion to the episode, the episode feels like its own standalone thing you can watch, because it is being aired in the midst of a bunch of other shows.
Yeah.
They aired like an episode of Ant Farm before this, and they're going to air an episode of Austin Alley after or whatever. Yeah. So you have to, like it has to feel conclusive and satisfying, like, in that episode. And, like, that art of, like, creating an arc for one episode that also fits in an entire arc for an entire season is just completely gone in modern television, in my opinion.
No, you have points.
You're 100% correct.
Yeah, because, I guess, like you said, just, like, kind of losing the art of, like, episodic shows. Because everything now has to be attention-grabbing and dramatic and just, like, brain rot. Like, because
screen friendly.
Subway Surfers friendly.
Yeah.
Because everyone's attention spans are so schmessed up Mine included, I will say, like...
Yeah, like, this has been an effect on, like, everybody.
On everyone.
I think especially since the pandemic.
Yes.
100%. That's what kind of caused it. It's already been 5 years.
Yeah.
Plenty of stuff has, like, our whole society has already been, like, reshaped.
Flipped around.
In those 5 years. Yeah. You know, that makes complete sense.
So,
I
like,
blame TikTok for this.
Yeah.
Those 30-second minute videos.
Doesn't mean that you get banned, though.
Yeah.
But
I blame Ronald Reagan. We're taking it back.
Yes, I blame Reagan for this.
TikTok being banned, this is all Reagan's fault.
I'm taking it back to the 80s or whatever he was president.
Back to the 80s.
Back to the
I'm taking it. I'm gonna go higher. I'm pressing on the moon.
You idiot! How do you like that, Reagan?
God, it's so good. I need more Snapcube,
Please.
Sonic, fan dub sound effects on the soundboard.
Yes.
But every episode of like modern quote unquote television, streaming television,
it has to be
like continuous cliffhanger after cliffhanger. That's just like unsatisfying, unfulfilling because you start the next episode and the thing is just avoided.
Within the first like minute, the cliffhanger is solved again.
Yeah. It has to be something that's
keeps your attention to binge watch the entire thing in one sitting. That's what they want.
Yeah.
And I think some people have been pushing against that whole like model of watching a show, which is why the like week by week, releases have kind of like to a certain degree come back. Like I know Disney Plus does that with their like they did it with WandaVision and they've done it with their Star Wars shows.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's not enough.
I think the problem is that they're not creating like cultural discussions, and I think it's probably also oversaturation.
Yeah.
There's too many streaming services. Like
we're just recreating cable.
Back when you had 500 channels, it still didn't feel like it was oversaturated with too much content to talk about. Like there was still like the big show people were talking about. Like you'd clock into your office job and you'd gab with your coworker at the water cooler about Mad Men or whatever.
Yeah, about Friends.
Yeah.
Like my parents would have nights where like they'd get together with like a few of their friends to watch like Friends or like Seinfeld or whatever every week.
And it's like, people don't have that anymore. I had that with Euphoria Sundays. Like, how long ago was that? That was 2020 fucking one.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I know, like, I'm trying to think of, like, the last, like, shows I watched, and most of them have just been, like, there. And it's just up, like, in, like, me, where I can't sit for things.
Well, no, because it's like a television show.
Yeah, where I can't sit through things, I'll maybe watch like 1 or 2 episodes and then come back to it like 2 weeks later.
Well, and the beauty of TV was that you got 1 episode a week, so it was like you're not like having to like sit through hours of like
content.
Slop.
It feels like an investment. Like you have to like it's like am I gonna spend all this time getting into this show? It's like no, it's just like you just turn on your TV
and
it's on and you just watch it. And that's it. And then also, as much as we all hate commercials, there is a plus to the fade out. Commercial comes on and we go pee, let me go, check my voicemail.
Yeah.
My voice, is it called the tape, right?
Yeah.
And then let me go, make a sandwich and then come back and finish watching the episode.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't need to all just be like 50 minutes straight of just content.
It's like that. It's either 50 minutes straight of content or like 12 ad breaks that are each like 4 minutes long and unskippable.
And they were like mid-sentence. Like they're placed at the worst possible moment.
Yeah.
I don't know how even the old shows that happened. I think Hulu fixed it, but back in the day, like I swear, the ad would play it like at the most random time. And I'm like, this show is from 1996. It has ad spaces built into it already. And they've done that now, luckily, but oh man, that pissed me off so much.
Peacock still does it. Like we were watching, my girlfriend and I were watching Nope the other day, which banger movie. Love you, Jordan Peele. Thank you for that.
When you would air a movie on TV, they would like purposefully build like find when to make the ad spaces. Like
you're saying, streaming services like Peacock and like how Hulu used to do it, it'll just cut it in the middle of a sentence.
And you're just like, what? Man? Even YouTube has fixed that. Yeah, you can. That is if the person who does the YouTube video like manually puts in their ads. I think a lot of people don't. Just let the robot do it, and it sucks. It does an ad like every half minute.
You know what I've noticed though? Like I think to kind of smooth it out. YouTube has like an automatic fade out.
Yes, I've noticed they started doing that.
And I was like, it threw me off at first. I was like, what?
Because if you're a YouTuber who doesn't intentionally place the ads, it's just it's not good. It doesn't. It makes it even worse in my opinion. Yeah. Because all of a sudden, like you hear them talking in mid sentence, it's just like. And it's just like, God.
Yeah.
God. And then I get my stupid
Mint
Celsius
Mobile ad. Stupid Mint Mobile ad.
Get that goddamn guy off my screen. Yes.
Ryan Reynolds, get out of here.
Oh, God. Anyways. Is that our cable rant discussion over?
I think so. Well, kids these days.
We're going to put a pin in it for now.
We'll definitely talk about this more as we talk about this show. Because I would argue that, like, maybe you can disagree with me on this. For cable, when it comes to animated cable television, is this like one of the last of the like the Renaissance era in a sense?
Yeah, like the cartoon Renaissance of like the 2010s definitely started in 2010 with like Adventure Time and Regular Show.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think.
With like the end of Gravity Falls, I guess.
With like the ending of Gravity Falls, that was kind of the end of like that Renaissance, or like the mid 2010s. Because like whenever I think about it, and I think about the mid like 2010, like after like 2013, 2014, there isn't really any cartoon that comes to mind as being like a standout, and that's because of the no, I'm kidding.
You're not wrong.
A lot of like the other like cartoons that I think like post 2016 were already on streaming services, like She-Ra and the Princesses of Power.
Yeah, like the big.
That's why I said like cable animated.
Cable
Renaissance.
Animated. I don't remember any either.
Because some could say the Renaissance is possibly still even going. You know? Or maybe 2020 is where it ended. It was a good 10 years of like animation.
Like, because I'm trying to think, because like I don't know, because like now in the 2020s we're definitely seeing the rise of like indie animation, and then animation trying to get like, especially from like different studios, like Sony even like is like a big one of trying to get like that artistry and that back, you know?
Yeah. And I don't want to shackle us to like the concept of periodization. I'm just doing this for shits and giggles, of course.
Shits and gigs.
Shits and gigs. She's and geese.
She's and geese.
She's and geese.
Because
shoes and geese.
Shoes and geese. She and gays. Anyways.
Your she's, your theys.
Yes, your she, your theys, your gays. Your gays. So, like periodization is just like it's it's not actually that serious. I don't want to be like this month of this year.
Yeah, but it's definitely like if you look at it as like a general timeline, you can kind of see the flow. Like the beginning of the 2010s, it was still like that cable animation renaissance, and by the mid 2010s, you kind of see that shift to.
Sorry.
You kind of see that shift to streaming service animation. Yeah. So like Sal had mentioned, a big one like in the mid to late 2010s was Voltron. Voltron, She-Ra, Dragon Prince, Kippo.
And most of those are Netflix, right? Those first two are Netflix.
All of them, I think, are Netflix.
I think all of those that I listed were Netflix.
Because
Netflix
BoJack
was BoJack.
Because we're just talking about animation as a whole. We're not talking about kids animation.
Yeah. So so in the mid to late 2010s, that's when you see a shift towards like, especially Netflix animated shows. And then now in the 2020s, of course, like I said, like indie animation.
Things like Has-Been, Hotel, and like
which you can argue about the quality of those two shows, but
the fact that they exist in the first place is already,
is big.
Is notable.
Like the fact that like the pilot aired on YouTube and it got so much traction that it was picked up by A24 and Amazon.
Yeah.
And then you have like other really big shows that are getting like tens of millions of views, like The Amazing Digital Circus. There was another really big one. But you see like well-established animators even turning to indie animation because of the state of the everything in big studios.
Right. Yeah.
So like Dana Terrence behind the Owl House and things like that.
Yes.
She is creating a show called The Knights of Guinevere, I believe, and it's an indie animated show, I think, from the same studio as The Amazing Digital Circus.
So I say all that to say.
Yes.
I brought up this question because I'm trying to justify our cable television rant.
Yes.
Because
it all ties in together, baby.
Yes, because Gravity Falls was such a important show of that era. It justifies us rambling about cable television because it very much not only informs its existence, but also like kind of like challenges everything about the show, you know? And also to a certain degree it does flavor the quality of the show. It was like the quote-unquote restrictions that it had to abide to because of the cable television structure.
So many restrictions that like Alex Hirsch has kind of come out about like in recent years.
And that's mainly like Disney Channel too.
Yeah, Disney Channel restrictions.
Like if the show aired on Cartoon Network, it would be a completely different story. I mean, look at Adventure Time, right?
Yeah, Adventure Times. You had Steven Universe with the gay space rocks.
Exactly.
Yes. But yeah, like Gravity Falls, because it was on Disney Channel, faced like some unique, like not exactly like kind of censorship.
Yeah,
and, like
100% censorship. You can say it.
Like
censorship.
Yeah, like not like in the episodes themselves, but definitely in the writing and producing of these episodes. Like a big one was like Alex Hirsch saying, especially with like LGBT representation, like he wanted maybe a little bit more than what Disney would allow. Like for example, Deputy Durlin and Sheriff Blubbs are very like clearly like to be coded gay lovers, gay cops, they are gay married gay cops.
Yes,
but like they couldn't really show that because Disney in the back. The back rooms would axe anything like that.
Of course.
This was pre legalized gay marriage.
Yes, it was pre legalized gay marriage, but that is a persistent issue with Disney.
100%.
That even though they will like engage in this rainbow capitalism up
very
front,
performative representation, quote unquote.
Yeah, very performative. While like it's kind of well known that when it comes to writing and producing these episodes, they are like the first to step in and stop any sort of like representation, especially of the LGBTQ variety.
How many Disney's quote-unquote first gay character have we had?
It's just like a random background character with 2 lines of dialogue that they could easily chop out for international release.
But
I think when it comes to like the physical quote unquote, the actual like structure, the bones of the show, you could say, the way this episode is structured, it has to adhere to how cable television works. And all of that structure is just completely gone out the window for modern television, and not in a good way. I freaking hate it when somebody says a show is good because it feels like one big long movie.
Like, no.
Boo! Bring back episodic storytelling.
Yeah, please.
Like, you could have, like...
That's too bad!
That's Netflix saying that. We're like, I'm tired of this grandpa. And Netflix is like, that's too damn bad!
Yeah, because...
So... And that's something I want to praise about the show and what I appreciate about its creation. It's probably in due part, well, and also I don't want to say if it was made for streaming, that means it would have been bad all of a sudden. But
it definitely would have been structured differently if it was made in 2025.
Yeah, or even just like...
Even just in like 2018.
2018.
Yeah, if it was made for Hulu or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? So, very fascinating stuff. We did go on a big long rant and didn't talk about the episode, and
but it's fine. We're still talking about Gravity Falls.
Yes. Of course. So if there's any more thoughts you have about the episode,
I think it's a fun episode. It introduces kind of a reoccurring villain of not only the show but especially season 1. And like I had said, since Gravity Falls is very much a put a pin in that show. We won't see Gideon for a little bit, but he does make his return.
He makes a comeback.
Yeah.
He releases a new album.
And it flops.
And it flops. I thought this episode was very fun also. I missed, like, I know, hold on, pull up that one image of, like, SpongeBob holding his hands out. He's like, and I live! Be like, I like Gideon as a character. But I know he's bad.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
I like him. I think
Gideon's a fun character.
He's very fun. He's very quirky.
Yeah.
Like, I like his little... He's very endearing.
Yeah.
Like, as a character.
There's like an edge.
Yeah.
It's like
there's like a creepy factor.
Endearing sinister.
Yes.
Like,
yes. There's like a very creepy, warm quality to it.
Yeah, like a lot of the southern hospitality of it all.
It could be.
It's very complicated in a way that like people like even obviously kids can like really pick up on.
Mm-hmm.
Like with like, how the father was acting and everything.
Yeah. And like that's something I love about Gravity Falls. Is
sorry,
Grunkle.
I just call him Grunkle.
Because that's what he is.
With Stanford Pines.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I. Not to cut you off, but that's what I noticed a lot of like Gideon and his family were doing is like full naming everybody.
Government name.
Government name is like
it's
different parents. How are you doing?
Yeah, it's almost like almost like a hostile thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like we are not friends.
We're not friends.
This is
that's like one of like the sinister like undernotes that you can pick up on like for sure. Yeah. And I also liked that this, of course. It's very reminiscent. A lot of kid shows. My coworkers and I were actually talking about this the other day because I watched Speed Racer 2008 for the first time, and that has a very thick and juicy plot for a kid movie.
Oh yeah.
And like I kind of like with shows that were made for kids back, of course, in like the early 2010s, like Adventure Time, of course, Gravity Falls, things like that. They have certain messages that they'll give to kids, and they're very serious.
Yes.
And which. Watching this episode with Gideon giving all of the peer pressure to Mabel to be like, date me.
That's a
very good lesson
intense.
that like very intense storyline and like eventually leads to a really good lesson about like, hey, you have a right to say no to things. Like don't let peer pressure get to you.
Like showing like a moment where like somebody is pressuring you and everyone around you is pressuring you to like do something you're uncomfortable with. It's like it's better to just say no and kind of disappoint everybody and like instead of like go with it because then it could lead to something even worse happening.
One of the lines that Mabel says in the episode is like, what's the harm in just saying yes? We'll just end up friends. And Dipper's like, no, he's gonna fall in love with you. This is not how this works.
Yeah, I love that scene where like Dipper's kind of like, they're just giving her advice, and she's just like listening to it, but also being like, no, but I think if I just
I think it'll be fine.
Because I think it's maybe it's just me getting into the socio-political nature of things, but it's like it's like how like girls are like socialized to like just kind of be nice and not be hostile and harsh.
To people please, just kind of like she doesn't think she's leading him on or anything, which she's not.
She isn't. She's just being nice and just not being
but of course,
mean. It's seen as like stating your own boundaries is seen as like being rude to somebody, which is insane.
Yeah, and Mabel goes through that in the episode too. She's like, he's really nice, and like I don't want to hurt his feelings. And
even though he's
making weird, gross advances on her, and she's like, I don't want this.
To her,
she's like, I can't say no because he's really nice.
And it seems like he's not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
Because it's like again, it's all under that thick layer of like southern charm.
Southern charm, and then the fact that that they're still both kids. So it's like, oh, it's innocent because they're kids, but at the same time, you really think about it, it's like, oh, this is like.
It's like kind of creepy and stalkerish. Yeah. It is. Yeah.
You can see it like that gross.
He makes a goddamn doll of her. Yeah. At the end, it's like, I'm still in love with you.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great like thing that they've like unpacked and really decently portrayed in the episode.
Yeah,
and like, good job of it.
Yeah, and that's something I like about Gravity Falls. And of course, just like of the cartoons of this era and ones of past. Is that a lot of cartoons, even though they might be aimed for like kids or like general audiences, they're still appealing to like older like rewatchable for older audiences and for parents, because of course parents might be like in the same room or around their kids, so the parents can watch and enjoy the shows too.
It's the Lizzie McGuire effect.
Yeah.
The reason why Lizzie McGuire was such a huge hit at the time is because like older people were like really into watching the show because it like reminded them of when they were that age, and it was still helping them inform like their modern day life. Famously they'd air reruns of Lizzie McGuire at like 11 p.m. at night, and people were like, why does it have like 5-10 million views at 11 p.m. like no children are watching at that hour? And it's like, no, it's like college age girls who are watching Lizzie McGuire. So I just coined the Lizzie McGuire effect. I read that in Disney High that was like a thing that was happening at the time.
Yeah, and then like kind of going back to how it is today when it comes to like animation or like quote unquote kids media, it's made for like babies, or you have like stuff made for adults. Like that and we've talked about this a lot before, that like older kid, teen media doesn't exist because the online spaces have kind of taken over that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. One show that I think is trying to like kind of like battle some of it back is, or at least an example that kind of comes to mind, where it's still like generally made for children to enjoy, but adults can still watch it in the background, is Bluey.
I was thinking of Bluey when you were talking about how like it very subtly, but like also very importantly, like covers this in a very like I don't want to say correct way, but like it handles it very seriously while also still being like just like a normal storyline. Yeah. It doesn't feel very like PSA, you know, like a very special episode. Yeah. But it is still like a good lesson to teach that it's just like as like a normal plot line. You know. Yeah, I think Bluey. I was thinking of Bluey. Yeah. When we were talking about
because like kids can watch it and like.
Kids watch it, kids love it, and their parents love it.
Bluey goes hard, man. I love that show.
Bluey's so good, guys.
Next show we review is Bluey.
Bluey, yeah!
We cry every time. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. But every episode is just tears at the end. Childhood. So, I think that idea of like social media too, like that's why so much like tween media is not existing. I talk about the death of the sitcom a lot. Right now I'm scripting a video about Good Luck Charlie and like the death of, I think the working title is Good Luck Charlie and the Death of the Sitcom or whatever, right? Yeah. I love listening back to the old episodes where I'm like, I'm scripting my Sweet Life on Deck video when that came out like 2 years ago now. Something like that. But I I was researching it and I'm like, like people don't watch sitcoms anymore. Situational comedy is like on TikTok now. You watch like a Bistro Huddy video or whatever, and that's like
Bistro Huddy. Sorry,
I love those videos. I've gotten into it, but
it's no idea who that is.
It's just like essentially a workplace sitcom, but it's just like
a TikTok or Instagram Reels.
That relatable comedy TikToks, you know, where it's like when the restaurant does this, but it's become just a full on sitcom now. Yeah, like it's a full on episodic story, like TV show now.
Story and depth,
all played by one guy. With a green screen. Yes. Because it has to fit like the TikTok landscape of things. If it looks too like a real show, people don't want to watch it, right? Yeah. But like that's all. It's like kind of a good thing, but also a bad thing. Because I think Bistro Huddy is great, and like would they've ever actually made that into a show? I don't know. So maybe it's better that it never became a real sitcom or quote unquote real sitcom. Like, anyways, that's something I'm like really like thinking about for that video. But I think like that is where all the tweens went. Yeah. They're all watching Addison Rae do TikTok dances now instead of like watching China and McClain calling all the monsters, which like to a certain degree. Anyway, it's its own thing. Yeah. But, anyways, go off. I have to go home because I don't want to keep you up any longer. I feel bad because you have work like in 2 hours. You're yapping about television.
But I like yapping about television.
Me too. Yapping about television.
But I just don't want you to.
It's fine. I've gotten less sleep before.
Okay. Well, we have to wrap it up soon anyways because we're already...
Yeah. We're getting there.
We've been past the hour.
Yeah, we've veered off of the plot of the episode, but have talked about the general state of television.
No, but I think it's still
important. Yes, it's still all related.
It's still all been very important to the context of the episode. Yes. Because this is just a very meaty episode.
Yeah, it is a meaty... Like, 4 episodes in, we're getting so much schmeat.
Oh, yeah. I think we're going to keep talking about it later on as well, too. So, should we do Sweater of the Week? Sweaters of the week.
Sweaters. There was a bunch this episode.
Yes. And then we'll do like some more thoughts we have, and then we'll do final thoughts, and then that's it. And I'll finally remember to post on the Tumblr page to ask for questions that people have. Yeah. I don't know if we'll get like the Gravity Falls audience. We'll see if we can get some Gravity Falls fans on Tumblr to ask some questions or give their thoughts and opinions on the show. I'm upset that we didn't think to do that earlier when we reviewed Mabel. We like did it like halfway through season 2. Yeah. Or I think it was at the beginning of season 2. But I'm like, it would have been so cool if we would have like been able to get more thoughts. At the beginning of the show. Anyways.
Okay. So the first Mabel sweater that we see in this episode is a like kind of cyan, like seafoam green.
Yes, more green.
Yeah, like very bright sweater that just has Mabel written on in rainbow letters.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, and that's how Gideon knew her name.
I like it when the sweater is important to the plot.
Yes.
Or just like it's like a sight gag for like a joke.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the next sweater we see was actually chosen by Larry King in the previous episode.
Yes, the alpaca sweater.
Yeah, and so she's wearing the alpaca sweater while she bedazzles her face, and Gideon comes by to, I don't know, ask her out or whatever.
Yeah, with the horse.
Yeah.
No, the horse comes later.
Oh, right. That's the next time he comes over.
Yeah. The next one, when she's on a date with Gideon at the fancy restaurant, she's wearing a purple cat sweater.
This is one of my favorites.
Yes, with like a pink headband. Yeah. It's so cute.
I love the purple cat sweater. It is very good. I want my own.
I once again restate, like, I think Mabel and Rory would be such good friends.
Yeah, Rory's our color-coordinated king.
Yes, and Mabel's
much of the same.
Queen. Yes.
Our color-coordinated queen.
Yeah. There was technically an unknown kind of sweater situation in the magazine, like, newspaper photo.
Yeah.
Because it's a black and white photo.
Oh, right.
So we'll just skip that one.
I love the paparazzi, how they got papped.
Yes.
I love a good, like faux pap photo.
Yeah.
Very good stuff.
And got, like, articles written about them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next one is when she's, like, kind of, like, stewing and, like, depressed about the whole situation. When she's in Sweater Town for the first time. It's a light pink sweater with, like, a red butterfly on it.
Aww.
Another cute one. I like the color of pink.
She had a pink beret.
Yes, instead of the headband. So that was cool.
Yeah, and there's so many.
So many sweaters.
And then the last, okay.
So we don't have to talk about the, like, stinger one.
Okay. Yeah, because, like, the ending one is, like, just, like, a pink one with a penguin on it. But the last one of the episode is a blue sweater with, like, a cyan, like, light blue, like, umbrella.
Yes, because it's, like, she's kind of sad.
Yeah.
So it's, like, a little rainy day one. Very cute. I think my favorite is the Mabel one, because, again, I like the bright
I really like
colors.
the Mabel
bright
one.
colors.
And obviously, I gotta say Purple Cat.
Purple
sweaters.
Cat.
It's
Purple
like,
cat
that
sweater.
one's definitely one of the highest rated ones for
Yes.
me. Because I like that it goes all the way down to the bottom of the sweater. Usually it's like a little image just like
in the middle.
In the middle.
But
And
yeah.
it's probably easier to draw that, just like stick a
Copy paste.
Yeah. But that one was like a little bit different, like texture wise.
Yeah.
So, any more things before we get into final thoughts?
My sweater of the week, I think, was the Sweater Town one.
Oh.
Just because of her cute little beret.
Yes, I love the beret.
I also like seeing her in blue. I know we also mentioned this last episode. Seeing her in colors other than pink and purple is very nice.
Because she just loves like all the colors.
She loves all of the colors. Like, and my second favorite is probably the alpaca one.
Oh yeah. I just texture.
Love a good texture and color variety.
And it's.
I like both her blue sweaters. This one, the umbrella one, and the Mabel sweater.
Yes.
I bet that alpaca sweater is just so soft.
I know.
Lulling myself to sleep thinking about wearing it.
Yes.
Shoes.
Snort. Are we ready? Are we ready? Little old me.
Little old me. He had a musical number too.
Yeah. I liked a good musical number. That's very good. Yeah. So, are we ready to do final thoughts?
Yes.
Are y'all's? Who wants to go first?
I can try.
Okay.
Okay, I will say that I like it, for me it's hard to beat Headhunters because Headhunters is just one of my favorite episodes.
Oh yeah.
But I do still really like this episode. I like Gideon as a villain and just a character in general. Mm-hmm. He's so fun.
He's so quirky.
Like a lot of the times in these shows, like of course like like these kids are just like fighting an adult. Like this adult has like beef with like 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
But no, these 12-year-olds have beef with like a 10-year-old, and it's very fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get some schmeat. There's a lot of things that I would like to mention.
Okay.
Same with this episode and last episode. There's a lot of things that I would like to mention, but I cannot until we finish the series.
Store it in your mind palace.
Yes, they're in my mind palace.
If you want, actually, like in the book or wherever you want to like get a little sticky note and just like write a note down.
I could. That's a
for
good
like
idea.
per episode, so you could be like, in episode this, there was a this.
Wait, I need to do that. Okay. There was a this.
So
actually,
you
can unactually us.
Yes. But ooh, that's such a okay. Anyways, swage.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like just like so casually, unironically swag.
No, you're so good. But yeah, there's definitely some good schmeat to this episode, and it introduces. Yeah, I'm repeating myself. What am I doing? Anyways, it's fun. Gideon is so like sinister. Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
I rate and like even though the humor definitely leans a bit more like millennial, like womp womp.
Yeah.
As compared to like the previous episode, because the previous episode I feel like the humor just like went just like constant, just flowed so well.
Yeah.
But this episode I would give it like a 3.5 out of or 4 sad clown paintings out of 5.
Amazing. Well, do you want to go next or should I go next?
Can I get
I'll go next.
Okay.
Okay, Sal.
Sorry. Oh my gosh, wait, can you tell that really quickly?
Okay. So for context, Shay and I and my girlfriend all went to go see a band at a smaller local venue, and of course we got out of the show at like 11 p.m. and the only thing open is Whataburger, and so we went. Is it?
It's a regional thing.
It's
in a few states.
It's very southern.
Yeah.
We went to Whataburger.
We went to Burger Place.
The only one that was open at that time of night. And so I pull up to the speaker, and sorry. So like, I give our orders, and the guy's like, "Okay, can I get a name for that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Sal." And he's like, "Sal?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, Sal."
Just like so condescending, like you made him a fake name or something.
And my girlfriend called me out. It's just like she's like, "It's because you don't sound confident when you say it." And I'm like,
"But it's my name."
It's my name.
For context, she's right. She's correct in that because I am so not used to going by my name publicly. I'm so used to going by my legal name still. Mm-hmm. So like oftentimes whenever I decide to refer to myself as Sal, I sound so like fake name-ish.
like I am definitely Sal.
I am definitely Sal Vampy. And yeah, so just like as like a vocal stim, like for the past like 2 months since that happened, me, Shay, and my girlfriend have all been going, "Okay, Sal."
So good.
So good. But yeah.
Anyways.
Into my final thoughts.
Yes.
Like I said in a lot of my ramblings, I did quite enjoy this episode since it did also have kind of a lesson and it was very juicy, very plot thick. Mm-hmm. Gideon as a character is very quirky and fun. I quite enjoy him. I can't wait to see him in other episodes. He's such a little freak.
He really is a little freak.
He's a little freak, and we love that about him, but also we hate that about him.
He's a little ankle biter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're going to make that joke at the end of the episode, right?
They
like,
did make that joke.
Bite my ankles? Yeah. That kid has braces. Anyways, my bad reference.
Mabel.
I think Mabel's an ankle biter. Affectionate.
Yeah. She does it out of love.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
Whereas Gideon does it out of hate.
Yes. Out of
to maim.
To maim.
To maim
with
and tear.
Yeah. With nefarious intent.
Yes. Mm-hmm. To rip you to shreds.
I rebuke thee.
I rebuke thee.
I rebuke thee. Rebuke? Is that a word?
It's like he was like, do you have just like a calendar?
Word of the day calendar? Oh, such a good bit.
Yeah.
But I
Can I get a
sorry. I completely lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
That thing has derailed. Very good episode. I think just plot-wise it's probably one of my favorites just because we learned so much. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure it's not my favorite yet.
Mm-hmm. Yet.
But it's still very enjoyable.
I should start a personal ranking just so it's easier for me in the end.
Yeah. But for this episode, I'm gonna give this one 4 Gideon plushies out of 5.
Turning around in the chair.
Oh, yeah, because he had petting and getting a plushie.
Boxes upon boxes of those things.
Yeah, and then clocks and mugs that he was about to just beat Dipper with.
I low-key want a Gideon mug. Yeah. Am I part of the problem?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
So, for my thoughts, I quite like this episode. I'm probably going to say that for every episode. I can't think of one yet that I'm actually going to be like, kind of a stinker.
Yeah.
But I would say I like Gideon a lot as a villain because it's definitely not the kind of villain that I would ever think of. Mm-hmm. I never think of younger little kid villains. He's younger than our and literally everybody we've met so far in the cast.
Yeah.
And so I think that's really cool. I like his freaky energy. Again, something that's just really interesting. It adds a really interesting fold to the show in a kind of, like I said, very funky way.
Sorry. Sorry, please continue.
Okay.
I'll reveal this in...
I really appreciate the plot. I think the fact that everyone... is just absolutely discounting him as not a threat.
Yeah.
Really emphasizes that he's going to be very important later on, and I really like that. I think that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And while I don't like I feel bad for Mabel. I don't like what they did to Mabel in this episode. I appreciate the storyline, how she stands up for herself in the end.
Yes.
Very good. And it really gives a good impression of her as a character. It makes you want to root for her. So I like all of that.
Yes.
So... because it feels more of a lore-heavy episode, and I said keystone episode in the beginning.
Yeah.
I think I will rate it more of maybe a 3.5 or 4 out of 5, leaning more on the 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Magic bolo ties
out
of 5. So thank you for listening. Please subscribe, leave Quampies for us to ampy on our Tumblr. You can leave us some asks at our Tampy, the Podblur as we call it.
Yes. Podblur.
At www.vampywampycampypodcast.tumblr.com.
Woo!
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 Still got it.
Yes.
Still got it.
And
don't forget to leave a Lampy as well.
Yes, Lampy. Subscribe. Give us Quampies for us to ampy in the comment section below as well. You can do that. Or on Spotify. We got the comments open on Spoofy if you want to check us out on there. So make sure to take down your tent and put out your fire, or else
Smokey the Bear is gonna come and beat you with a mug.
He's gonna telekinesis smash a mug into your face.
And it'll be one that you own.
Yeah, he's gonna
with your face on it.
Yeah, he's gonna FNAF jump scare you out the window and down a cliff.
Yes.
Oh, that would be amazing. Smokey the Bear in FNAF.
He is Freddy Fazbear.
But that's not Friday.
I don't know why that was so delayed, but anyways.
It's okay.
Yes, thank you for listening, and we'll see you guys later. Late.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
How long is that one?
An hour and 30.
That's not bad.